Hey guys, I'm back with another action figure review, and this time we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Captain America Winter Soldier Marvel Now Captain America. Probably the longest title for an action figure we've had. The Marvel Legends series seem to keep just tacking things onto the name. But yeah, this guy was recently released past month or so, hitting retail the past couple weeks. You can find it in Target, Toys R Us, Walmart should have it, and Kmart should be getting the wave eventually, if not now. So, yeah, or wherever else you guys find your toys, it's a pretty mainstream line. So, yeah, I picked him up at Target. Luckily, while he was for $14.99. I say luckily because these new figures, the Infinite Series, is supposed to retail for $19.99 as per Hasbro, much like the Star Wars Black Series. It's kind of their new retail price for the 6-inch figures, because well, I have to say they are improving from the Return of Marvel Legends, and they are also starting to kind of include, like, some of them have interchangeable hands and stuff, so they're kind of making it seem like they're worth more. But, yeah, so I was really happy to be able to find him for $14.99, and overall he's a pretty good figure. I'm definitely more impressed with the Spider-Man series so far, but this is definitely cool as well. So before we jump into the figure, I'm just going to show you the packaging, which is pretty cool. They are now in just these boxes, which are very easy to kind of bring home, open up, and grab your figure out of. No twist ties or anything. No, cutting stuff away, and they look nice. They look really cool. They're not doing any sort of crazy poses in the window. So far, no major problems with warped limbs and stuff, but there is a big downside to this packaging, and that is that since it's so easy to open them up and swap them and pull them out of their packaging, it's so easy for people to steal them and just throw other random figures in, and that's really kind of upsetting to walk into. I've seen it myself. I saw it with Iron Man 3 Legends, which weren't even this easy packaging. Somebody stole the Build-A-Figure piece, I think it was, out of the one I saw, but people will literally go into the store, pick this up, open it up, steal the figure out, and put in some random figure that is not right. A lot of people, I think, in Targets are kind of taking out whatever's in here and sticking Claw in, because a lot of Targets, including mine, still have Claws sitting on the shelf because nobody likes him. But that's the one downside to this packaging. But otherwise, it's a really cool looking. I like the curved sides. There's some cool artwork on the side. You got Cap on that side throwing a shield, and same on this side. You have the Marvel Legends Infinite Series on the bottom, what the figure is, and then at the top you have the line it's a part of. So this one's Marvel Captain America. Got a shield at the top. Then on the back, you have a large picture of the figure right there with a little bit of a read-up. And then at the bottom, you can see the Build-A-Figure, which is Mandroid. And then you can see the rest of the wave, which is Marvel Now Cap, Agents of Hydra, which is Red Skull and Hydra Agent, Baron Zemo, and the AIM Soldier. And then the rest of the wave is going to be Black Widow, Movie Cap, and Winter Soldier. And I don't know if there's swaps for those, but there may or may not be. So, yeah, that's the package. So I will show you the piece to Mandroid that Cap comes with, and that is the head. Looks very small by itself, but once you put it all together, I imagine that the rest of the pieces are much bigger. It's pretty cool. It's cast in that marbly plastic again. It's kind of rubbery feeling, though, so I don't know if that's why. It's like a gunmetal almost, only a little pinker maybe, and painted in the eye area. Pop right on. And it does also come with the sheet like the early Return of Marvel Legends that shows you how to put it together. It tells you the pieces that you'll need. You can check them off. Tells you how to put it together. That's pretty cool. So now we'll take a look at the figure. So overall, Cap is a really, really cool figure. Unfortunately, his paint is very lacking, and I've seen other reviewers say this, and I'm sure you all have as well. The sculpt is awesome. It's all unique, new parts, except the shield. But otherwise it's totally unique. I think all of it's unique, and it's articulated well. It looks good. It's just the paint is so lacking, and I have to say I did see some reviews of this before I bought it, and it was like turning me off of the figure, and the paint is bad, but I don't think it's as bad as it looked in the reviews. I don't know why, but it's not like the worst thing in the world, and I'm still glad I picked up this figure because I don't have a classic Captain America. I have the Bucky cap and I have the Ultimate Cap from Return of Marvel Legends, and they're both great figures, but this is probably the closest I have right now to an original Steve Rogers Captain America. I still want to get that. I'd love to get a face off, someday, but he's so expensive. But um, I read some of the Marvel Now. I read mostly Young Avengers, but I also read some of the Superior Spider-Man tie-ins and stuff, and I do want to read more Marvel Now eventually. Like I'm always saying, I want to read more comics, but so I do like to have this interpretation of this as well. And I've gone 6 minutes without reviewing the actual figure, so I have to keep going. Sorry. Here's the shield. It's the same as we got with Bucky Cap and Ultimate Cap and probably other ones that it's Steve Rogers. Same one. Has the clip on the back that you can put down, pop into his back because he has the hole. And there you go. We can have it in his back, or you can put it on either of his hands. And I find that it stays better on his hand than on my other ones. I think I actually broke Ultimate Cap's little wrist thingy at some point. Well, I didn't break it. It's, if you look at it, it's kind of like cracked in the middle. So his doesn't really stay on anymore. Bucky Cap's is okay, but it's not great. So far this is working the best for me. I think it's just his wrists are a little fatter and hold it better. So just to give you a look at the sculpt now. So it does look like they used the same face that they used for Ultimate Cap and Steve Rogers under there somewhere. It's not bad. The paint isn't bad. It kind of looks like he's staring into nothing. My A, luckily, is not scuffed at all. Thank goodness. The wings look fine. The sculpting on the helmet's really good. The strap looks good. The wings look good. Sculpting up the collar, shoulders, chest, all this. The paint on my star is not bad either, so that's good. Unfortunately, it kind of falls apart after that as far as paint goes. He has some nicks in his stomach area here. He has major nicks or issues in the gray paint under the shoulders, on the biceps. Like you can see through that. You can see through all this. You can see it here as well. So I don't know why they cast his arm or his biceps in white. I mean, I guess it makes more sense to cast in white than paint in white, but my goodness, the white just shows through so badly if the gray paint chips off. So that's an issue. He's got major chipping like along the crack of his where they put it together. Major issues right here. Again on this side. Though there were two on the shelf, this one and another, when I was in Target, and the other one was much worse, actually. Like, the whole stomach was, like, chipped up. And, so I definitely had to go with this one. But sorry, the sculpt, yes. He unfortunately, Anthony's Customs pointed this out in his review, the sculpt looks awesome, aside from the fact that through the midsection, he looks a little thick. It's not like he looks super fat, but like he just looks like I just want to like, shave his sides down a little bit. They just look a little too thick, like he doesn't look properly proportioned. But it's not the end of the world. I mean, he still looks okay, but that's just one little nitpick. Belt looks good. It is, I think it's a softer rubber, but little pockets all the way around. It's painted brown. You got space in the back. The legs look good. They've got sculpting all the way through here. The knee pads look good. Boots look awesome. They've got great sculpting. He's even got laces. Like the shin pads here. Sculpting the wrinkles. The gloves look really cool. And they've got buckles on the inside. Even the hands look really cool. They've got like, I think they're knuckle dusters. I learned that from ODC. That's me. I might be wrong. Sorry if it is. Try to remember these things, but that's what they look like along the knuckles there. And again, it's got like a gauntlet strapped on. So really nice sculpting on this guy, but like I said, as you can see, the paint is just off. He looks like he's, it's like a cheaper figure, like a little kitty figure. Really, really all bright colors, no shading whatsoever. The center here is like candy cane. It's glossy, it's bright, it doesn't look very good. There's so much nice sculpting detail throughout that you don't even see because there's no shading. And honestly, even just a black wash over the whole figure would just improve it loads. Like, that's all it would need to just take it up a notch. You know, ideally, you'd want to see a little bit more detail than that, but just that alone would take it up a notch, is what I think. So, you know, overall, a really cool figure, but just, you know, missing the little things. So, I'm just going to go through articulation now, which is pretty good on this guy. He has his head is on a ball disc, which you can see in the neck there. It's like very set back. And I don't know if that's why it affects it, but his head doesn't, oh, there we go. Oh, and I popped his head off. Yeah, the heads all pop off really easily on these guys. So you can switch it out for the Steve Rogers head if you want. If I remember correctly, it doesn't sit on the peg well, so you have to, like, Dremel it out or something. But yeah, his head doesn't really, okay, now it's going back farther. There you go. Goes back, and goes forward, goes all the way around. These shoulders don't go out very far. They go literally about to here. And my right shoulder is frozen. The disc is frozen, so I have to see if maybe some hot water will fix that. Otherwise, they go around. You have a swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows, if I could get them to move. Maybe they don't because of the straps on the gloves? No, he has double jointed elbows, but I'm not sure they're very effective. I don't think you can move them because of the gloves. So that's a bit silly. He does have a wrist rotation and hinge. Works nicely. A nice ratchety ab crunch, which you can go pretty far back and forward. A waist twist. He has T-jointed hips, which move forward and, you know, back to the butt really nicely, but they don't go out very far at all. That's it. He can't go doing the splits like DC Universe Classics because they don't have that actual joint. They just come up, and then this part of the leg isn't shaved down enough to let it go farther out. So you kind of have to play with the thigh cut to get him to pose just right, but it's doable, I think. He does have the cut at the thigh, double jointed knees, which work really nicely, boot swivel, really, really nice pivots in the ankles and the rocker, so really nice ankle articulation overall. So, yeah, so that's Marvel Now Cap for you. You know, definitely worth a pickup, especially if you can get him for $15, not $20. You know, maybe he'll go on sale. I know Walmart has him for store pickup, or, you know, in stores for $20. Target, I think Target still has the Captain America wave for $15. So if you're still looking for this guy, try Target first. I think they only raised the price of the Spider-Man Legends for now, but I'm sure they'll catch up soon. And then Toys R Us charges $19.99 also, so you could also use, tomorrow is the last day, but they have this coupon on their website for 15% off one regular price item. So today or tomorrow you can head on over to Toys R Us. Well, I'm sorry, today is Friday. If I upload this today, it's Friday. If I upload it tomorrow, it's Saturday. If I upload it after, there's no coupon, so sorry. I mean, the 20th is the last day of the Toys R Us coupon, so I'm sorry if you missed it. But, yeah. That was dumb of me. Anyway. That's it, guys. So, yeah, let me know what you think of the figure. Let me know if you picked it up, or if you're going to pick it up, what you think of these new Marvel Legends waves. I'm really stoked about them. And I've got, you know, I'm looking to pick up a few more from this and the Spider-Man waves. And, I'll have more reviews soon. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye.